welcome back to my channel. I want my child to be normal. If you're here, it means that you're ready to take the next steps to get your child evaluated, or you still might need that little push. So I wanted to give you some background information. But before I start, I want to let you guys know that I am not a diagnostician, and the information that I will be providing is based on my personal experience and the process that I went through when my daughter got diagnosed. I still do want to help you fight for services for your child. But with that being said, let's start with a little bit of background on why it would be so difficult and why I'm pushing so hard for kids to get evaluated now versus adulthood. So upon researching, I ran across this YouTuber, Olivia Hobbs, who stated that at the time when she got diagnosed, which was 2 years ago from her YouTube channel, the wait list to even get an appointment to get assessed as an adult is 3 years. That's not even to get an assessment. That's the wait list to be seen first and then to get referred. 3 years. In my last video, I mentioned that the wait list for children is a year and it's only going to get longer. But you do the math. Do you want your child to wait 3 years as an adult or 1 year? Another con is that adult providers focus on what they see and miss the opportunity to ask about the internal experience individuals have. Last one before I go on to the steps. This is one last con, and this is from WebMD. The problem with ASD being diagnosed as an adult is that there is no established procedure for diagnosis ASD in adults. So adult specialists are rare or very hard to find. This is why it is so important for you to step up and help your child out. So enough about the cons. Let's talk about the steps by steps to how you will move on to get your child evaluated. So for us to started, first thing I want to say is talk to your teachers, talk to your child's educators. They most likely already know a lot of information about your child if you're concerned. If you're not concerned, they probably already brought it up to you if they are. So, a form that educators use, and like I said, this is personal. My daughter, remember, got diagnosed at 3. It could be different for other people, but one of the forms that we started off with in early childhood educators use this a lot is called an ASQ form. So, this is what the front page looks like and the back page. And it's not just 2 pages, it's more than this, but this is all that I am permitted to print out. So it's usually a packet of like 8 pages, and this helps educators understand your child and see how they need to help them reach their next milestones, and it helps them score on their fine motor, gross motor, communication skills, writing skills, etc. So the next thing that you need to be doing is talk to your doctor. And it's okay to disagree with your doctor, but find thorough more information. In my experience, we had a hard time. My doctors usually saw my daughter once a year for 15 minutes and only asked about her nutrition and her sleep, and then just kind of ruled out the diagnosis completely without even checking her or anything. So I did went ahead and go above and get a second opinion. When I got the other doctor's second opinion, he did see things, sent the things that he saw back to my doctor, and he had no choice but to get me the referral, which brings me to the next step of referral. Once your doctor sees and does um, think once your doctor sees, helps you, will get you a referral, which is going to help you move on and go through, your child is going to go through some assessments. So, most of the assessments that your child will go through is physical. My child went through 4 assessments, totals through to APS and through to the autism clinic. If I recall correctly, the APS took about one day took 4 hours, another day took 2 hours, and the autism clinic one day took about 6 hours, and the next day took 5 hours. So these assessments are very thorough. they are very long, they're very extended, they are not easy. It is a lot of paperwork. Um, so, but at the end of it, I'm going to tell you why it's worth it. So, after you get referred, you're going to go to the autism clinic and they're going to give you, depending on what clinic you go to, it's a pretty lengthy packet and it's very detailed. It talks about what happened when you entered, what happened during the assessment, what conversations you had, and they also have you fill out a very extended packet while they are observing your child while you're there. They have scores on here, and they basically do talk to you 2 weeks later after they do this. They talk to you about your child's diagnosis, how it went, and how they came to that conclusion. And then they give you this packet as well after they give you all that information. Moving off this, if your child does get diagnosed, it is very important that you get them an IEP. What is an IEP? An IEP is an individualized educational program plan. So this is also pretty lengthy. This is about 13 pages long. And this IEP is basically to help educators, your teachers, to understand your child and see how they can support them to reach the milestones and also to see if they need any accommodations. The last thing, therapy, you guys. Therapy. So there has been a lot of negative and positive things about ABA therapy. I love ABA therapy. ABA therapy is applied behavior analysis and it's most effective with children with autism. It involves the use of techniques that increase useful behavior by reducing those that may cause harm or interfere with learning. Now, remember, talk to people about your child's needs, educators, doctors. Ensure you get a referral. Make sure you get your IEP to guide educators. This is the key to guide educators to help your child succeed. Therapy helps your child reach milestones. You made it this far. Congratulations. You put your child first. I know it's not easy. It is an extended, like I said before, it's an extended process. It's lengthy. It's a lot of paperwork. It's overwhelming, at least for me, it was. But my daughter has progressed so much with ABA therapy. I'm going to tell you guys, she knows how to regulate emotions now and identify her emotions, which she did not know how to do before. She's slowly learning how to write. She's starting to do her homework on her own. And my biggest thing is that she realizes that not everything has to be perfect. Like I said, it's very overwhelming, but it's worth it, you guys. It's long and overwhelming, but it's worth it.